Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and you are listening to Putting You Over. Yeah.
I don't have any notes, by the way, either. I have nothing. Anyways, thanks for the follow. Nails, nails, and nails in New York. Thanks for the follow. So, I believe RJ City's just he's gonna show up. I feel like I need like a background music when he shows up. Oh, I want to ask him. I want to ask him about Hamilton on the Disney Channel. It came out on the Disney Channel, and I would like to. Someone's got to remind me about that because I'm not writing that down anywhere. But it was fun. That was good. Ryan Wright. Ryan Wright Gaming. Twitch.tv/Ryan Wright Gaming. There's the links right there. Let's get out my kazoo. So big shout out to Vanessa for snagging that interview, man. Hell of a job. He was great, man. I loved it. I loved it. Man, my Twitter's blown up. So there was there's nails in New York. Oh, I do. Egomaniac, wrestling fan, high on nail polish. I hate the smell of nail polish. There's RJ City. He's going to connect here on Zoom.
Yes.
I see you. Looking phenomenal.
Yes.
Look at that. Yep, I see
Good.
you.
Are we on?
We are on. I'm going to switch over. I got to switch over your link because you're not Ryan Wright Gaming, so I got to switch over that little graphic.
And I could be if you need it.
Jack Johnson, look at that. Could be. You could be Ryan Wright Gaming. Look at that. You got the bubble gum. Did I teach you how to chew bubble gum? Oh, there we go. I was just saying, we had somebody follow the stream called Nails in New York, and then I saw him
Yes.
on Twitter. And so I'm reading their thing. They're wrestling fans, and they're high on nail polish. First of all, can you hear me good?
Yes, I can. You're loud and clear.
I am loud at times. So they said they're high on nail polish, and I thought about it for a second. I have 3 daughters. I hate the smell of nail polish. That and nail polish remover. I make the girls go outside to paint their nails. I can't stand it. It just gives me a goddamn headache.
Well, that person lives in it.
I guess so. Look at that. They got pictures of them with their nails and different colors.
Yeah, they do like themed wrestler themed nail art.
Look at that. Oh, yep. There's Colt Cabana themed art.
Yeah.
Oh, Dalton Castle. Oh, Sunny Kiss. Look at that. Maybe I could get into that. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Great.
Great.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Is there anything I need to know? You're good.
No, nothing.
You got this all together?
I think so. I hope so. I've taken a little bit of notes. It was tough to take notes today as I was trying to, my wife is working from home because of the pandemic. So
Yes.
I'm trying to entertain the children while prepping for the glorious RJ City.
Well, thank you.
As I take the notes, I'm like, man, none of this conversation is going to be anything about wrestling.
No, nor should it be.
No.
I think you've covered that.
Yeah, we don't need to do
Yeah.
that. So I start prepping, and you were a Nickelodeon star?
Yes.
The show was, so I read the show. So it says you're a Nickelodeon star. It was called Splat-A-Lot. And I'm like, is that
Yes.
like a play on word? Is that like Monty Python Spam-A-Lot? So then I have to go search Splat-A-Lot. And
Right.
It was the kids' game show on Nickelodeon. When was this?
It was 2012, perhaps. Yes, a Splat-A-Lot. It was in a castle, so it would not be a parody of Spam-A-Lot.
No.
Which would be a parody of Camelot.
Yes.
So it's a parody within a parody, perhaps, if you will.
Like
if
Inception.
You would be so kind as to it. Not Inception, just the layers of idiocy. You know.
So I'm trying to research, and as a kid, a young RJ City loves.
Do you have a cataract problem? Did you just have surgery?
Why?
Well, you got the glasses on. I was just wondering.
No, this is my professional look. Don't I look professional?
I see. Yes. Professional in the sense that you said to the optometrist, hey, make these slightly askew.
Are they?
I want them to be attention. I don't know. Is it you or is it your face?
It's my
You're gonna have
face.
to tilt your head.
You know,
your bone is set diagonally.
It might be. It's not funny, RJ. It might be off. But here's the funny thing. Okay, so this is the camera you see, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that is this like Logitech camera. I think it's
Yes.
the Logitech 270. I have it set up on a Cards Against Humanity box, and the cord is stretched over to the computer, and I think it slightly makes the whole scene crooked.
Right.
that
So
could
you're saying perhaps this is an optical illusion, literally, and the only one askew is me.
Maybe. But
Yes.
I will say this. Where are my regular glasses? Hold on. I will say this. I think
Oh, we're getting this change.
I
Has this
think
happened
my
before on the
ears
show?
are off kilter. Like, are these
Yeah.
glasses crooked?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Now, wait a minute. The other question is, did you get your sunglasses and your reading glasses from the same person? You might be getting scammed.
Wait a second.
That's another option. Put your headphones on. Put them on both ears.
Wait.
Don't you?
Wait.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
No, don't put the glasses on. No, take the glasses off.
Okay.
Put the headphones on,
Okay.
both ears, like a human being.
Okay.
Now look at me. Will you look at me straight? Is the chair off? They see those are kind of straight.
did you
No, those
say
are
is
locked.
that-
Are those broken? Did you tape them?
Yes.
Do you have anything that is functioning?
They're That's black electrical tape. Now, first of all, hold on. I have to.
First of all, we're like 8 minutes in. Go ahead.
Did you say is the chair broken?
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
I
a
thought maybe
standing
if-
streamer. Do you think?
that's how you stand? Maybe the problem is you have one leg that's shorter than the other.
Well,
I about that. Maybe the problem starts in your feet. And I'm not doing this to insult you or make you insecure. I want you to get this looked at. If there's a chiropractor in your area.
I do have back issues, but to go back to my face.
Yes.
A couple years ago, I had my vision like sparkled and went into this tunnel vision, and I thought I was going blind. So I went to the eye doctors. He told me I had an ocular migraine, and then he's looking at me, and I shit you not, RJ, he's looking at me, and he's going, "Is the right side of your face bigger, protruding? Has it always been like that?" I said, "I don't know. I don't. Who looks at their orbital bone when they look in the mirror? Not me."
Well, right. Especially if your eyes are already crooked because they're in your crooked head. So I want you to take a pen and write this down in your notes.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Do I have a pen?
Oh, God. I think you need more sports memorabilia.
What, you're not a sports fan?
Yeah, just in general, all sports?
No.
Dear Lord.
Well, I mean,
Just a lot. It's a lot. Okay. It's
Well-
just a lot to take in. That's all.
I have Pearl Jam posters over there.
That doesn't surprise me. Where's your pen? Do you have a pen?
No.
How are you taking notes?
I'm gonna type it on this laptop.
Okay, so right at the bottom,
right,
you're
hold on.
going to add a new note for
Okay.
further interviews. RJ is as skilled
RJ is as skilled
as an optician.
as an optician.
There you go. Thank you. I just wanted to clear that up before we move down.
That's the title of this.
And now, what are you drinking? Because that looks light. That looks like
It's
apple juice,
extremely
to
light.
be honest with you.
It's not. This is Rolling Rock.
And this is it's a Twitch glass. Was it provided by the Twitch people?
No, could you imagine? I had to
Oh.
pay them for this crap.
That's but are you doing well? Is this doing well for you in the pandemic?
No. I've been
No?
home, RJ, with 4 women
Yes.
since Friday the 13th. How do you think my pandemic is going?
This sounds like a wacky's 80 sitcom.
Yeah. Speaking of 80s sitcoms, so my kids have fallen in love with Full House. So they fell in love
That's
with
a mistake.
they fell in love with Fuller House, and I was like, "Hold on, ladies." And
I have something worse.
I have something even
Yeah.
even worse. And so they're in love with that, and I was like, I was trying to explain to them TGIF Fridays back then, and I'm trying to
and
get
they're like, it doesn't matter. We can watch whatever show whenever we want.
they'd watch
cares?
they'd watch a 2-parter, and they'd skip the intro and go right to the next show. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, ladies, you have to wait a week. This is a 2-parter.
Right.
You might have to wait 2 weeks.
Life has to dip for you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, it's coming on. You know what might help you, if I may throw this out there?
Yes. What's that?
You should get a beret. Because it's intentionally lopsided. And I feel like if you had one, people would go, well, maybe he's doing this all as a thing. Maybe this is a fashion choice.
You know, I appreciate the honesty because no one else comes on here and says, hey, Kevin, your face is crooked.
Evan, what is wrong with you? Yeah, no, I'm just observing.
No, that's fine.
Really.
It's great.
So, what do you have questions, or did you just write down what the hell is Splatterlet? So no,
that's all. That's all that's written right here. That's it.
Yes, it was like Wipeout but for kids. I would shoot things at children and insult them, and I'd say to them, "Hey, is your face crooked?" That old routine. And it was on Nickelodeon, it was on BBC, and it's syndicated in like 100 countries, which is frightening. And it's still airing right now in Canada on Game TV,
Catch
which
that on
is
Pluto.
owned. Yes, basically Game TV, which is owned by Anthem, which owns Impact.
Yes. You know,
So technically speaking, I'm currently working for Impact.
currently. So you'll be at Slammiversary, is what you're saying.
Yep, I'll just be hanging out in the back. If anyone needs anything, just let me know.
See, now I can't get over it. Now I'm smiling. So get this. So when I laugh, because you're a funny guy, when I
Yes,
laugh,
thank
only one of my cheeks touches the glasses.
you. Well, you're noticing it now. The most baffling thing is it's always been like this, and you've just never noticed.
Yeah. Pointing out my flaws. Hell of a
4
job.
women in your house, and every time you leave the room, they're like, just don't mention anything about the glasses. It's
Mom, Dad's crooked again. Leave it alone. Yeah, so let me see. So your love as a kid, wrestling in Muppets, but you couldn't be a Muppet.
Yes. No, you can't be.
As far as I know, you can't.
No, and it's bad for your hands. I would surmise that physically, a long-term veteran Muppeteer takes a greater toll on their body than your average professional wrestler.
Yeah.
You're
Although,
like you're hunched over, you got your arm up like this, you know, this.
is that your Muppet? That was
Frustrating.
your Muppet voice, wasn't it?
I don't know if it's my voice, but you know, it's a variety of Muppets. I was a big fan of them. And there was that big crossover in Muppets from Space when Hulk Hogan was in the movie. Also in that movie was David Arquette.
Oh.
I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a young actor. He's trying to break into the biz.
He's trying to get into it. He's got some sisters that are fairly good.
Mm-hmm. That are great. His father was great. His grandfather was great. And I guess, genetics only extend so far.
Yeah. Although an RJ City puppet would be phenomenal, actually.
It would be great.
It would be great.
I would love that. I don't know anyone who makes puppets, unfortunately. But then I would have to come to the ring with it. We'd have to do a routine. It's exhausting.
Oh, you're a wrestler.
Yeah, sometimes. I like to think so. At a time I was.
At a time.
And then everything suddenly sort of stopped. The phone stopped ringing, and I wondered, is everyone okay? But I haven't bothered to check in since February.
There's no need to do that because who knows? No. I mean, you're doing fine, I think.
I'm doing great, quite frankly.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, and I take just as many bumps now.
You do?
Yeah, wrestling is not terribly physical to me. And I'm hobbing and nobbing, I guess, as you could say.
Let's take a sip of my light beer. But you seriously though, you were a wrestler. You caught some promos on Impact. You won some matches there, some tag matches. How do you go from cutting a promo and winning tag matches on Impact to picking a fight with that B-list actor from Ready to Rumble?
Well, he picked it with me. He started tweeting at me, and that was a mistake. That's really my domain, my milieu. And it went quite awry after that. And then we ended up teaming on an Impact pay-per-view to make it all full circle on one of those one-night onlys, because I certainly wasn't going to do it again. and we won. To my surprise, against my best efforts, we ended up winning, which is really unfortunate. And it all went to his head. And then he took off to Hollywood. He took $500. He hopped in a van, drove to Hollywood, and I never heard from him again.
And he's gone. Well, you're a
Yes.
heel, so winning doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. So if anyone's watching, please boo. Would be greatly
Boo.
appreciated. Thank you. There we go.
Boo.
Back in business.
Yeah. So winning for you, for your character, is just you shouldn't win. You're a heel. You can't win.
Sure. No, yeah, heels always lose. They never win anything. They're certainly not winning at life. I'm losing in the grander scheme and match by match.
What was Arquette's character's name in Ready to Rumble? Because I was going to use that name instead, but I don't remember it.
And neither do I. I watched a movie once on a field trip in 8th grade. I think we were driving to Washington. And I watched it then, and I said, this is really nothing to do with wrestling at all. You want to know why I watched it? Because I was a big Oliver Platt fan.
Oh, the king.
And had I only teamed with him, had I only feuded with him, and he won't answer my tweets, movie is far long past him now.
Will he be on your show and drink coffee in his underwear?
Oliver Platt?
Yes.
I would love it. I don't
man.
think he answers David's calls either now. I mean, David's been on 4 times. I can't get Scott Kahn. I can't get Joe Pantoliano, who was the booker in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't get any of those good people, and it's frustrating me. He was not the person I wanted from that film.
And I guess, maybe in your next life.
Sure, sure, if you believe in that kind of thing.
Yeah. You gotta believe in something, I guess.
Man, you don't have to.
No.
Let's be clear. The option is also to just kind of get the lobotomy and just shut your brain off and let the chips fall where they may.
This is true.
I noticed, by the way, that speaking of great heads, that handsome head you have behind you, the wonderful David LaGreca.
Yes, friend of mine, friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of mine, a fine fella. I was on the show on Mark Henry's birthday.
Ooh.
I sang him a little song. I sang his theme song.
Yeah.
I told some good stories about him because I've known him not that well. And I'm going to be back on the show at some point next week.
Awesome.
I've just been informed today, so I hope David will prepare himself accordingly.
Oh, I'll text him and tell him that you said that. That's the first time I ran into. The first time I heard of RJ City was on that show when you came on and you sang. You had the voice of an angel.
Thank you.
And
I did until the accident. Now, not so much. But no, I came on the show. It was in December last year. I kind of just walked in. Dave knew about it. Dreamer did not. And for half the episode, Dreamer just kept asking me what I'm doing there. I had nothing to plug. Nor do I need anything to plug. I'm not going to plug anything on this program.
No.
We're going to talk like two level-headed gentlemen.
That's where Dreamer got confused because talking is level.
Yeah, he's a big plug guy. He's a big marketing guru. Plug this. Yeah, get your stuff in.
Yeah.
So he can't look me in the eye. He has issues with male intimacy, but that's neither here nor there for this program.
Who does, Dreamer?
Yeah, just can't look me in the eye. Can't just talk man to man, heart to heart. That bothers me.
He's got a house full of women too, as well. I believe he's got all daughters as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll circle back around.
So you relate to him.
I do relate to Dreamer. He probably has a crooked face as well.
I'm sure he does. And it's hard to tell what he was born with and what's from wrestling.
So you're going to be on Busted Open next week, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
I am. Probably talking about Dom DeLuise. No matter what the topic is, I feel like it's imperative that I mention Dom DeLuise.
I listened to a podcast that you did. I can't remember who, but I guess that doesn't matter. You were talking about Perfect Strangers. Bronson from Perfect Strangers.
Bronson Pink Show.
Yes.
The wonderful Bronson Pink Show. Yes.
A very underrated show. Also from TGIF on Friday. I believe that's on Fridays.
And that show spun off into
Family Matters.
There you go. Yeah. Look at you. You are taking notes.
I am. Well, because the mom from Family Matters worked. Yes. Where did they work? Was it a newspaper? It was a newspaper, right?
She worked on the Yeah,
she worked in there, and then that spun off to Family Matters. Yeah.
The wonderful Marie Jo Payton.
See, that I didn't know.
Harriet Winslow.
There we go. That's right. I can't get my kids on Family Matters.
Well, how old are they?
11, 7, and 3.
They're too young. They're too young. Because Family Matters was so political.
That's true.
And so edgy.
Very.
When Urkel goes into that time machine and Stefan comes out. Whoa,
Now,
that's something you have to be 20 and up to understand.
To me, when Stefan started taking over the show, it jumped the shark.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes. And by the last season, he's going off to space. It makes no sense. But that was one of those shows that you really had to be reading the Wall Street Journal every day, or else you wouldn't get all the political references they were making.
Wow, then I don't know what I was enjoying as a kid. I don't even know. I don't even remember if I enjoyed it or not. It's great.
I just remember it being on, and I was happy with my life. So you associate those things with when you were happiest.
Yes.
That show was not good. It's not.
So if I go back and watch it now, I will not enjoy it.
No, you will enjoy it because you enjoyed who you were when you first watched it. At the age when you first watched it, in your mind, that was a better you than you are now. Wow. And it's associated with that time. So you go, I'm back again. I'm me again. I'm freewheeling.
So if I go watch Dawson's Creek, it's going to be high school Kevin again. And I'm going to be loving it.
Oh my God, absolutely. You'll hear that, and you'll be like, this is who I am.
That was not the original theme song, by the way.
What was the original?
That I don't know. No, that's.
Oh, but you just know it wasn't the original.
I do, because I did start watching Dawson's Creek again, and that was not the theme song for like the first 3 episodes, I think. They must have.
And how did you feel while you were watching it? Did you feel like a better version of yourself?
I felt I did feel good about myself. I did. I remember where I was when I first watched it, and thanks a lot, Archie. I was a better person then.
This is a penultimate episode of your program for you.
Yeah, this is like therapy. The first guy comes on and tells me, why am I using wired headphones and all this crap, and then RJ comes on and says my face is crooked and I'm a better person.
Yeah, I went deep.
You went deep, man.
Yeah, that Ryan Wright stayed really on the surface. I wanted to attack you at your core.
I mean, he does have a point, I guess. Technically,
no, I have a cord too. It's not. Where am I going? Where am I going to be standing up, running around? I don't need this. Take your headphones off. I don't trust the Bluetooth.
I don't either.
It doesn't give me the best quality.
To tell you the truth, RJ, I don't have anything wireless in this house. I wire everything.
You wire everything?
Yeah, wire.
You've bugged the bathroom? You're listening to people's conversations?
Hey, I have 3 daughters. I have to know what they're doing at all times.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame.
It is sad and pathetic. But
are there people chatting? I can't see your chat. Are people talking?
I don't know.
Saying, hey, what's going on? You don't know.
No, I don't. I'm just talking.
Aren't we on Twitch?
Yeah, we are on Twitch.
Are we on MeTV?
MeTV. Is that a thing?
MeTV? You don't know about MeTV?
No.
Where do you live?
Wait, no, I do know MeTV. Yeah. That's over the air cable. Yeah.
Yes. If you get channel 3, you'll get MeTV.
Like I can watch Burt Ward in Batman on that.
Yeah.
Probably. The Brady Bunch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic stuff. And even older, like Petticoat Junction and Mannix.
Mannix.
And you gotta make love to Mannix. If I could recommend one thing in your life, you put down the beer for a sec, look your wife in the eye, and say, "Let's put some Mannix on and explore each other's bodies."
I have to pick the times that I drink. I have to pick them perfectly because you say something as soon as I drink, and I'm afraid I'm going to spit it everywhere.
You do the old spit take.
Yeah. So the pandemic. Have you picked up any hobbies?
Yeah. What happened with that? Have I picked up any hobbies
that you can use?
Well,
in or out of the ring?
Making more YouTube videos.
Yes. City After Dark. City After
Dark is Wednesday nights. Archie Makes Coffee in His Underwear was on before the pandemic.
Yes.
It's on Sunday mornings. And what else? I played video games. I talk about old
reviews. You do
reviews, actors, actresses. Tomorrow, my concerted review on Betty White is coming out. I know you're all excited for that. I know that's the reason I'm really here is to plug that.
Did she die?
No, it's why I'm reviewing her. I'm not. It's not a life retrospective.
Oh, okay.
It's not an obituary.
Okay, you're gonna do her obituary, right? You're gonna.
Yeah.
if
They'll call me in and say, "What did you think?" And I'll say, "Not that much." Wasn't my favorite one. It's good, not my favorite.
not your favorite, you're a big Golden Girls fan, right?
Yeah, but I mean, more so B. Arthur. I really enjoy. She was my gateway drug.
Your gateway drug, and that led to what?
Oh, it led to just a world of walking around barefoot in flowing robes.
You know what I learned when I was attempting to do research on you? I learned that it was in that same podcast I listened to before. B. Arthur was in that Star Wars special.
Yes. Yes, the holiday Star Wars
Yeah.
Christmas special thing.
Like nothing came out of that special until I found out B. Arthur was in it.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Actually, I think that was the first appearance of like Boba Fett.
Yes, that's true. That is the
So
first.
I think a lot came out of that
Yeah,
special.
I
I think you
suppose.
need to go back and watch it this Christmas
It's Christmas.
with Gather the Girls.
They
And say,
probably
put
would
down the full
like it.
house. Let me ruin your life some more.
They would probably love that.
Yeah, hope you guys like alien Harvey Korman hitting on B. Arthur the bartender with an inexplicable rat tail.
Oh man! All right, let me look at my notes and see where I want to go from here. Where does RJ City see his brand fitting best?
In terms of what? You're going to have to define yourself. I would say
not my brand.
MeTV, PBS.
PBS. I was going to say that. Too.
Fitting where? What category? I would anywhere. I think I'm doing. I like being in my own island. I think it's fun. I am a rock. I'm an island. Who sung that song?
I am a rock. I am an island. I don't know. You're way smarter than me. I'm not.
And an island never cries, and a rock feels no pain. Nothing.
No. No.
Oh, it was a wonderful Simon and Garfunkel song.
Oh Jesus.
Where does my brand fit best? Whoever pays me the most money, whoever gives me the least amount of instructions, and whoever is willing to make me the best Cobb salad. I think that's straightforward.
Good gosh. You and the Cobb salad.
Well, currently, I'm champion of the Rowdy League. It's Ronda Rousey's virtual fight league. And I don't know how the hell I became champion. I guess everyone else was just not very good. And now she owes me a Cobb salad because I'm already the champion. And I've said, well, you know what my deal is. So she's, got to get some tongs and a bowl and get to work.
So what is exactly in a Cobb salad? Because I had this argument at dinner tonight.
Yes.
With
the argument?
Well, a debate.
Okay. And she left you? Did she storm off in a huff?
No, that would have took effort and energy.
Right. Oh,
but
okay.
We said bacon has to be in it. Eggs have to be in it.
Yes.
Obviously lettuce has to be in it.
Lettuce, yes.
But
cheese has to be in it.
Okay, cheese. What type of cheese?
Now there can be a variety of cheese. You can crumble some hard cheddar.
Okay.
There's some mozzarella I've seen. Also crumbled blue, crumbled goat is certainly possible.
That's
but I think there should be some cheese.
Does there have to be chicken?
Doesn't have to be chicken. I've seen it with turkey.
Does there have to be some sort of meat product?
Yeah, I would say so. Otherwise, you're just getting into almost like an egg salad territory. You're just throwing an egg on a regular salad.
And avocado needed or not needed?
Avocado is needed. To what degree? I don't know. I don't think it necessarily needs to be the main event. Avocado to taste, I would put in my recipe. I've also heard a lot of different options in regards to what the dressing should be. Should it be creamier? Should it be what comes up most prominently? And it's what I request is a raspberry vinaigrette.
Interesting, because I don't use any dressing on my Cobb salad, and I never thought about it.
You eat a Cobb salad having dry lettuce?
I do. I do eat it.
Oh, you sound like a real joy. I like my lettuce extra dry.
Extra dry and crunchy. It has to be dry and crunchy.
Can you pat the lettuce? There's some water on it. That's fascinating. Well, the raspberry vinaigrette, the sweetness of the raspberry counteracts the saltiness of the bacon.
Do you have a cooking show on your YouTube channel?
I don't, mainly because my kitchen is not well set up for that. I really don't know I've thought about this multiple times. I don't know exactly where to put the camera. without just getting my back or just seeing the counter is very weird. I think I mean, I make coffee every Sunday. I think that's as good as we're going to get for now.
Yes. Can you wear boxers on that show? Do those count as underwear?
You can. I mean, I wear what I want. People can wear what they want. I make coffee in my underwear. They don't necessarily have to wear. Yeah. I will be in my underwear. What they choose to wear is entirely up to them. I don't want to pressure people. Some people do wear underwear and they do a great job at wearing it. They like to participate, it's like it's almost like a holiday Christmas party where it's like, if you want to wear something festive, that would be great. But if not, we're still going to let you in and you're going to have a nice time in it.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't wear his broken skull underwear, right?
No, unless he sleeps in fleece.
He probably sleeps in fleece.
He's so cold.
He's stone cold.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so funny because I ask you a question and then I get something lined up in my head for the next one, and then we get off in this vortex, and now I've lost what I wanted to say.
What happens sometimes is to write down the questions ahead of time, and now it keeps you on track.
Well, I have a bunch of things like right here. Like, have you not signed anywhere because you have a rock solid AWA contract that you can't get out of?
Yeah, I mean, I keep renewing it. It renews, I think, every 2 or 3 weeks. They're very short term, but I just re-sign. And it's because the offers from other places haven't been that good. Vern's like, did anyone call? I'm like, nope. He's like, all right, re-sign. And that's pretty much it.
Will the AWA allow you to be on PBS and challenge one of those Muppets for the inaugural PBS championship?
I think so. I think it's good publicity for Vern.
I agree. I mean, PBS is syndicated, I believe, everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's not syndicated. I think it's just public.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's an acronym.
It's an acronym. Public. Oh yeah, it is an acronym.
PBS.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Public Broadcasting Station.
Yeah. RJ City 50, Kevin 1.
Go. What's next? What's next on your questions list? Let's burn through them all now. I'm excited.
Yeah. Thoughts on intergender wrestling? You've done a lot of that. This is a serious question. I have
done a lot of it. Like pretty much any kind of wrestling. Sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's not very good. There are certain dynamics that need to happen with different opponents. That changes all the time. I've been in, I think it's ludicrous to say that, women shouldn't be in the ring with men and they can't hang and blah, blah, blah. I've personally had my ass kicked multiple times by women who are far tougher and far more athletic than me. So really, by your logic, if they shouldn't be in the ring, then I shouldn't be in the ring, which you would probably tell me to just stop wrestling. And then I would say, fair enough. But in my opinion, there's certainly a place for it. Can be very tricky, can quickly go off the rails into not the best territory. However, the most talented people can pull it off swimmingly.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
I enjoy intergender wrestling as long as there's a story behind it and it's not just, I don't know how to say it. As long as there's a story, but I like stories in all my wrestling. So I guess that's not just intergender.
Yes, and I think even saying I enjoy intergender wrestling, that's such a vague blanket term. That's like saying you enjoy rock music.
Right.
That doesn't mean you enjoy all rock music, because I could pull out a bunch of bad songs.
I'm sure you could. Yeah.
So, you like good stuff. And I think it's something that, and I hate, absolutes of everything, even with, deathmatch wrestling, which is not necessarily my bag. I have seen ones where I go, that was great. So you have to be careful with all of, say, I don't like this. I don't like the high flying wrestling. It's like, well, maybe you haven't seen, I always say, if you don't like wrestling, then you've probably just watched a lot of very bad wrestling. I really think there's something out there for everyone.
Should we not label
what you really
wrestling?
need to do? What?
Should we not label wrestling? Like as you said, if I say you like deathmatch, or that's not your bag, but you saw one that you kind of like should I even be labeling intergender wrestling?
You can label them because that's certainly what it is. But in terms of blanketing your preference, that's what you're really doing. you're not saying you like every single intergender match you've ever seen.
Right. That's true.
Right? Just like how you say I like beer doesn't mean you like every beer.
No, that's true. I don't like every beer.
So I think when you get into narrowing it down, I think there is something there for everyone. And there's also a million ways you can have a match. There's ways that we have not yet discovered. Me and Gregory Iron had a death match where both of us died.
You came back as ghosts.
Some people seem to enjoy that. Seemed to be the death match that was right for some people.
Well, it's a death match, so you're supposed to die.
Logically, all the other ones were failures.
It's the only one that succeeded.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And you guys came back and won the tag titles at
ESW, and we still have them mainly because there hasn't been any shows because of this whole thing. So I wonder if that's going to count. I wonder what the statistician's call is.
Longest reigning champion ever.
Yeah, but like there's nothing active going on. I guess it doesn't matter.
No.
You know? We're not going to pause it. We're not going to put an asterisk and say pandemic at the bottom.
They're going to put an asterisk against every other sport. NBA, baseball, they're all going to have one.
Good. Well, they should. You can't win. What are they going to win? Like 3 baseball games and be like, we won the championship. And they're like, guys, not really.
It's a 60-game season. That's another show in its own right. But what was I just going to say? We were talking about ghosts dying.
Yes, we were talking about Ghosts. Do you have something about the movie Ghost?
No, never seen it.
Oh.
I don't think I have. I don't think
With
I have.
Whoopi Goldberg and
I know who's in it. I just don't know if I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I have. Demi Moore was in it, probably when I was a kid. So I'm sure that I probably found a way to watch it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You are a rapscallion.
Ooh, scoundrel. But you were talking about types of wrestling.
Yes.
And there was a new type of wrestling that I discovered from you.
Oh God.
It was because, you know, WrestleMania weekend, WrestleCon, all that was canceled. Everything done.
Yes. Yes.
But you did you read the script. You did a reenactment, a reading.
Yes.
Of your match.
Effie and I were scheduled to have a match. It was a match that I had asked for so long before that. Just throw it out, and people liked it. High Spots put it together. They were delightful people. They saw money on the table. And I cut a blistering promo just as things were getting canceled. And I said, but this is my time to release this promo. I have to do it. And then obviously everything got canceled. And I thought, well, hey, it's a good match. Just like sometimes I read movie scripts.
Yeah.
I don't need to necessarily watch the movie to know it's a good movie. I can just read the script. One of my favorites is Glengarry Glen Ross. You ever see that movie?
No, I have not. You are way more educated than
I'm
myself.
just watching movies. I'm just sitting there. You know, it's not like a PhD. I'm just sitting there. Anyway, I thought, hey, let's read the script online. And that's what I did. And people loved it. They said that was the greatest match they've ever heard.
Makes sense.
It would make sense, yes. So it's fun. And you know what? When we eventually wrestle, and I know we will have that exact match. Because, you know, why mess with success? It's what people want to see.
And you guys won the ratings for the blind demographic that night.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will be available in Braille. And we're getting character actor Eli Wallach to do the audiobook version. I'm very excited.
No Morgan Freeman? I want Morgan Freeman to do.
We're done with him. It's so blasé.
Oh, man. But that's great. Have you ever thought of doing like an improv wrestling match?
Yes, I was actually just talking about that today.
Oh, really?
That we want to say someone in the audience yell out a move.
Yeah, Irish whip.
A lifting, a little bit of Irish whip. Okay, I heard Irish whip. We now take you to a wrestling show where there's an Irish whip. And the lights go out, lights come on, and we do the Irish whip, and then we do a little scenario around it, and then we go end scene.
Insane.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I like that. I think you should start reading different matches on your YouTube channel.
I think we should. I'd like to do perhaps even like an Andre Hogan. Maybe I could read the classics, like an Ernest Hemingway kind of thing.
Fireside chat. Sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
You need a pipe, a robe. I'm sure you got a robe.
I have many robes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
what was I thinking? The animated stuff that you did, where you taught, you
Yes,
taught DX
great
to
moments
suck
in
it.
wrestling.
Great moments in wrestling. Thank you very much.
Yes.
See, I didn't type that down on my notepad.
No.
No, why do that? Great.
The word copious, I don't think would be in your vernacular.
Oh, come on! I have a master's degree. I can do copious.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of your notes.
Oh no, those are not copious at all.
They're not copious. They're not copious.
They're not. No, I took them by the pool while I was watching my 3-year-old learn to swim.
Okay, so they're nautical.
It's a good parenting by me.
They're buoyant notes.
Buoyant.
I'm sorry. Was there was an actual instructor there? No.
No, just my
It's
older
just
daughters.
you. It's just wait a minute. It's just you.
Well, there's an 11-year-old.
And you have electronics by the pool, and you know your priority is the electronics not getting wet.
Well, I mean, it's an old laptop. I guess it could get wet.
Yeah, but if it got anywhere near the edge, you know you'd be watching it far more than your 11-year-old, you said?
She's fine. She can take
She's
care of it.
buoyant. That's fine. It's not a 3-year-old.
She could
Yeah,
stand
okay,
up.
fair enough. I retract my scolding.
I would take my AirPod out first if I had to jump in, I
Yeah.
guess. And maybe my iWatch, although they tell me it can go in the water, I might take it off first.
There's a level of submersion that you don't want to mess with.
No.
You can like splash it,
No.
you know? So your question, back to you. Oh, great.
What
The
was-
cartoon.
yes.
Great moments in wrestling.
Yes, you taught DX. You taught DX the suck it. That was your catchphrase.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Hogan to rip his shirt
Yes, and the leg drop.
and the leg drop. Greatest.
And most recently, I recounted the story of how I told Andre that he should be a giant. He was futzing around with another. You know, everybody wants to be a Casanova kind of thing. They want to get the ladies on the side. And you know, at a certain point, you have to say,
Yeah.
you know, your schwanz is big enough.
Yeah.
You're gonna do just fine. Don't
He
worry about it. You
never
don't have to
occurred to him.
advertise it.
Never occurred to him to be a giant, huh?
No, you know, they look at themselves. You know, you look in the mirror and you say, my head is straight. You see what
Mine
you
is-
want to see, not what the reality is. And some people have to come into your life and explain it to you.
Oh, that person is RJ City.
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Are you more Dwayne the Rock Johnson or Disco Inferno?
Are you talking about, like, do I view myself?
Yeah, as a wrestler, entertainer, content type of person. You more The Rock or Disco Inferno?
I'm really tempted to say Disco Inferno because I loved that music.
That music was good.
I loved that theme song. And after a while, The Rock's like, oh, I get up at 4 a.m. and I'm working out. And you're like, okay, you're getting up early. I'm working out too, just not as early as you. What difference does it make?
I get up at 5.
And then he did a string of movies in the jungle. And I was like, all right, I got it. He did Jumanji, and then he's like, Jungle Cruise. And
I just watched Jumanji last night.
and was it fun?
I enjoy it, actually.
But there was no Bonnie Hunt in it.
No, I love Bonnie Hunt, actually.
And there was no David Alan Grier.
Nope, there was no David Alan Grier. Although there was Kevin Hart, who is
Not the same. Not even close. Come on. Not even close.
What about Kevin Hart doing a Danny Glover impression?
No, I would want Danny Glover. He's still alive. He's fit as a fiddle.
Well, he was
Why
in
don't you
it.
get the glove man?
He was in the movie, but when they went into Jumanji, the video game, Kevin Hart or Danny Glover's character was in the body of Kevin Hart. So when Kevin Hart talked, he was talking as if he was Danny Glover. So he was doing
Do you hear how idiotic you sound right now?
Not
And
really.
all you're doing is describing the plot of the movie. It's not even attributed to you. You're just solely,
It's the
unobjectively
movie's fault.
describing what happened
my
in this
fault.
movie.
It's not
No,
my
it's not your fault. I'm just explaining to you the original is better.
The original is much better. And this was the remake, Jumanji, the next level. This one, not as good. The first remake, better. But it's not as good as the original. And I
No.
totally forgot Bonnie Hunt was even in the original.
Yes, everyone goes, oh, Robin Williams and the Elephants, Robin Williams and the Monkey Boy. Nobody's mentioning Bonnie Hunt, and it's a shame.
Yes. Kirsten Dunst, I remember being in it.
Yes.
That I do.
And then, of course, David Alan Grier is the yelling policeman. You know who else was scary? And I don't know the guy's name. The big game hunter and the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
That guy was terrifying.
What? Who was that though? I almost want to look it up.
You almost want to,
I almost
but you have
want
other
to.
notes. Let's get through the more notes.
Oh, you want me
I wanna
to
hit
get?
them
Oh,
all.
you want me to get through all the notes? No, I have. RJ is as skilled as. Oh no, we already did. That
Yep. We covered that one.
All right, here's what we'll do, RJ. We'll end. I have my last question, and then I'll give the mic to you, sir. Okay. You can own one, you can stream one, and you can trash one.
Oh, okay. This is like
F, Marry, Kill.
Yes.
So you can own one, you can stream one, and you can trash one.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the Back to the Future trilogy.
You know, I really want to trash them all. I don't think they're very good.
You don't like Back to the Future?
I don't like Back to the Future at all. I think it's so heavy on the Spielbergness of the family unit and the coming of age business. I really wish I could get into the technology more and the Doc Brown of it more. I think Christopher Lloyd has had many tremendous roles, certainly in Taxi.
Taxi's his
and
best
then
role.
I think one of his best roles also, though, giving Taxi a run for its money, is the Addams Family. He's a tremendous Uncle Fester. And an Uncle Fester in a way that no Uncle Fester has been before. It was a total twist on the character, yet incredibly relatable and enjoyable. Hard to pull off. But I would admonish Christopher Lloyd for being that weird, creepy, homeless guy in Dennis the Menace. I don't think that was his best.
How do you know all this stuff?
I have that Rolodex, big Christopher Lloyd guy.
Yeah, but you know a lot. Like, you just whip things off the top of your head.
This is just, and what you really have to think is, if my brain has room for that, what has it jettisoned?
Yeah, like, what has it gotten rid of?
What can I do? What have I forgotten? Phone numbers and how to tie my shoes, and at a certain point, I've absorbed so much old pop culture. My motor skills are gonna start to deteriorate.
I as you whip off all this information, I think of Cable Guy, and I just picture yourself, a young RJ, stuck in front of the TV, watching Nickelodeon back then.
Cable Guy was so weird. I'd watch it and say, why wouldn't you want to hang out with this guy?
Yeah, right.
This is all I want to do is hang out with this guy. Let him, he wants to do karaoke. He wants to go to medieval times and just talk about TV shows. It sounds like the perfect date for me.
Do you just not like time travel movies?
No, I do like time travel movies. I just think that the Back to the Future series, the echo of it, the hype, the post-hype around it, and the nostalgia around it is perhaps louder than the actual movies.
That makes sense.
I'm not crazy about them. I don't hate them, but I'm not like, ugh. And you know what? I'll say the same thing about the Goonies.
Oh my God.
Goonies has a lot of great elements, but then we're focusing too much on the kids.
You must
this
not have been.
Stuff. Let's talk a little more about the pirates and the treasure. Let's talk about the Fratellis a little more. Let's talk about Sloth a little more.
Well,
let's
Sloth,
define that backstory.
Yeah, we did need that backstory. We need a Sloth origin story.
Yeah. You can't just throw this weird shit at us and then we're asking for questions. They just focus on the kids.
Maybe you weren't a better version of yourself back then. Maybe that's why you don't enjoy them.
No, I was born at like 60 years old.
Oh, good grief. All right, RJ. First of all, I never said thank you for coming on tonight. So I've already failed.
It's fine. We're here now.
We're here now. It's nothing like saying thank you at the end. What I do at the end of every show is I give the mic to yourself. You can put over whatever you want, bury whatever you want, say anything you want. Go ahead, dear sir.
Have I not already? Have I not taken over the show to comment on the setting of your skull? I think you should put a level on top of your head and see what the deal is.
I might have one down there. No, I think I just cleaned up, so I think the level's in the garage.
You just cleaned up. Take the level off the floor. We're having company over.
Oh, I gotta move it.
Do I have anything to plug? No, my YouTube. Just Google me is usually the best thing to do. I would suggest to people. A lot of stuff comes up. Somebody showed me the first image that pops up when you Google me is a pretty blatant thirst trap of me in a towel in a gym. Are you Googling me right now?
I'm gonna do it. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna Google
The blue towel.
RJ
The
City.
light blue towel.
Do I have to put periods, or is it just RJ?
No. It's just RJ City. It's
RJ
City with a C, not an S.
Not an S. Okay.
No.
RJ City and images.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the blue towel.
The towel? You don't have the blue towel?
No, I got the one in your your trunks going.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, but what if I type RJ City blue towel?
Oh, I don't know if it was
No, I got
I
got a T-shirt.
the SES the SEO. Yeah, no. Sorry. Well, that turned out to be a lie. No, somebody sent it to me. It's me standing in a towel. Well,
funny.
keep searching.
I
I'm
will.
sure you'll stumble on some gems. But
Oh,
no,
here it is.
You got it?
Oh man, that's good.
And see how much joy it's brought him? So I would implore everyone to do that.
That is a small towel.
It is. It's a microfiber. I got it in Italy. It's good to travel with. You know, you pack in these big towels. Not that good for space, saving some space.
It's not under RJ City. It's under RJ Skinner.
Oh, wow. That's shoot me. That's me not
yes.
in a gimmick. That's me not being a heel at all.
That's a lot of skin.
Yes. So my advice to you would be to click around, enjoy my skin, and then follow whatever strikes your fancy.
Whatever strikes my fancy. No, I think that's it, Mr. City. I think I covered everything I was able to get down. We didn't touch about being comfortable like a fat kid at the pool.
Yes. Which I guess I am at this point, like a fat kid in a microfiber towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How starting out in wrestling is like stand-up comedy, where you just keep what works and throw shit away.
Yes, and the goal of life, I would say, and I would challenge you, and you can pass this along to your daughters. It's not about being good; it's about sucking less. There's always going to be some level of being bad because humans are, inherently flawed. So, but if we can hamper that, if we can rein that in, then I think we will find, if not happiness, then at least peace.
It's not about being good; it's about sucking less.
Yeah. Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal way to end the show.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you go watch Me TV.
Yes. Thank you. Mannix is starting soon.
And I'm going to go watch American Gladiators on Pluto.
That's a great idea.
It's a phenomenal idea.
Say hi to Thunder for me.
Ooh, I'm a Gemini man myself, but
Fair enough. Not going to disagree there.
Have yourself a wonderful night, RJ, and I look forward to your spot on Busted Open.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You can
I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm sure it will be highly
What day of the week next week?
Monday, I believe.
Monday. Awesome.
So stay tuned.
Get yourself over Monday.
I guess so. Maybe not. I'm already over
That's
it.
what I say. You should be getting over.
I'm not over. I'm over it.
You're
You know
over
what I'm saying?
it. You're
I'm
over
being
getting over.
Nobody does it anymore.
Yeah. No. Have yourself a wonderful night, RJ. I'll see you around.
Thank you.
No, thank
God
you.
Bless. Thank
Mwah. Oh, it was phenomenal. He buried me. I've now made it. My face is crooked. I don't know much about anything. I don't know Mannix. I know Mannix. Mannix is a masked wrestler in Impact, I believe. Well, I hope people enjoyed that. How dare you hate on the Goonies? Boo this man. The Goonies were so good. Back to the Future rocks. See, I missed all these. How did I not see these? I was so in tune with talking to RJ that I missed all these comments. I have failed as a host. I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I hope people enjoyed it. I hope he enjoyed it. Sometimes I feel like I'm boring people. I don't know. But I had a blast. I'll tell you that. It's funny. How can I see myself? I mean, are they really crooked? They are. You know, just because my head is crooked, RJ, doesn't mean anything. Oh, well. Anyways, that's going to be all for putting you over tonight. I want to thank Ryan Wright. What's Right with Ryan Wright? You can find him on, Twitter and Twitch. There's the links right there. Oh, that's why. Because I scrolled up. Because I scrolled up in the chat. And now the commands don't work. All right. Whatever. See? That's what happens when you do a wireless mouse. None of it works. Want to thank Ryan Wright Gaming and RJ City for coming on the show tonight. I greatly appreciated them to take time out of their night to spend it with me doing whatever this is. So, big shout out to them. As always, we won't be live tomorrow. My daughter has a softball game. She's playing under the lights. So that's going to be awesome. Saturday, we'll be back. We have no guest Saturday night. We're just going to stay here. We'll talk a little bit about wrestling. We'll talk about SmackDown. We haven't discussed NXT or AEW this week, so we'll bring that up. But we also have the Synergy wrestling show for charity for the first responders. Oh, wrong button. That's not the Synergy button. Nothing's working. That is Saturday. It starts at 7. Check my Twitter. I got tweets on there. I'll also be giving codes away. We'll do them tomorrow. And that's it. And that's it. And I'm not quite sure who we have. Where's my phone? Who we have lined up for next week, but we'll get that out soon. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
This guy's called the Standing Streamer.
Hey, Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret, and you're watching Putting You Over.